Hey, Dan Passarelli here. Well, I was looking through some of our Genius spreads at the end of the day, and I noticed something, and it caught my eye, and I checked out the chart and found it to be maybe even a little bit more interesting. So as I talked about a little bit yesterday and a little bit earlier this week, a lot of this rally in the S&P 500 has been just the AI stocks. That's what's pushing it. It looks like it's the overall market move, but it's not. It's the AI stocks, and some of those stocks are chip stocks. And so if we zero in on some of the chip stocks, AI or not, it becomes a little bit interesting. And so there was a trade that popped up on Credit Spread Genius earlier today, and it was in AMD stock. And here, I'll bring it over onto the screen here in a second. So this trade right here in AMD, somebody sold 324 of the 177.5, 180 call credit spreads at 91 cents. These are the ones that expire tomorrow. Okay. So we've had just a massive run in the market as a whole. AMD is up about 100% from the end of October, and it pulled back some here. We've got some resistance sitting right at about 180, which is about exactly double what it was on Halloween. And so that begs the question, what is this person thinking? That's what I always think when I look at some of these Genius spreads and things. What is this person thinking? Because I don't know who's making the trade. And it's not a real far cry to think that maybe, just maybe, they're thinking that we could have a little bit of profit taking tomorrow, Friday afternoon, which would make perfect sense if you look at what's gone on with the markets and with things. It's got to be due for a breather. In fact, let's take a look at the RSI. And I mean, we're already trending down here. It's definitely been losing strength over the past couple of weeks. And so if we look at NVIDIA, we see that one has been massively in overbought territory for a while, pulled back a little bit today. We don't have any NVIDIA trades hitting Credit Spread Genius, but that one's trending lower on the RSI. And if we just look at the SPY, that one pulled back from overbought territory and pulled back up. It's a little bit of an inconclusive chart. We talked about the necessity to fill this gap, but at least speaking for AMD and maybe seeing that bleed over into the rest of the market, I wouldn't be surprised if we see a bit of a pullback. This is Dan Passarelli. Hope that helps. Trade smart.